What's going on, everybody? This is Jose Betancourt, and as always, thank you for viewing my videos. So here I have a Canon lens on my Fuji X-T2. Of course, I have an adapter, which you can see right there. Actually, let me turn this upside down so you can see the full name. So I ordered this on Amazon, the adapter. The lens itself, which is really cool, is a Canon FD 24mm f2. Now, I went to a pawn shop. I decided, let me look for some vintage lenses. Let me see if I can find something that I can get for cheap. And I got this for under $20. Now, the only reason why I went for it was because they had a Nikon zoom lens. It was like a 70-200. It was made in Japan. It was all metal. I looked online and it was going for $1,200. They were going to give me this lens and the Nikon for $200. The gentleman said, you know what? For this particular lens, this Canon, you're looking at a free gift, basically. So I went thoroughly and I looked at the Nikon lens, and I saw that there was some fungus and what looked like hair inside of the lens. So I told him that was a no-go, and because this lens right here was in great condition, no blemishes, no dust, it looked brand new. I said, you know what? Tell me how much is this particular lens, and we'll talk about taking it. Now, he had some film lenses, and he had like 4 different film lenses in a duffel bag along with this lens. And he was like, look, take everything for $40. I was tempted, but I have 3 cameras already. And this Fuji X-T2 is basically all I use. I have my Nikon D7100, and I gave the Lumix G7, which is recording this video right now, I gave this particular camera to my son, the Lumix G7, so that he can learn. So, back to this particular lens. So I bought it. It was under $20. And on the ride home, I decided to look on eBay, and I couldn't find this lens. Finally, I realized that I was putting 23mm f2 instead of 24mm. So once I got all my wits back and I got home, or to my mother's house, I looked this up on eBay, and lo and behold, it's going for over $200 on eBay. Meanwhile, I bought it for less than $20. I believe it was like 19 plus change. So, as you can tell, I was really excited. Now, of course, I had to buy the adapter. Once again, I'll put a link on the description, or in the description. And I could be over-exaggerating here, but I think the adapter was more than the lens itself. And then I found out that these FD lenses for Canon were film lenses. And I'm going to put a few pictures, test shots that I took with this lens. It's manual focus, of course. Anytime you have an adapter and a vintage lens, especially a lens not made for Fuji, you're going to have to remember that you have to manually focus. Now, the aperture, I can't adjust the aperture for some reason, but it's opened all the way to 2. So I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. And it's pretty sharp. Really nice build quality. I can't tell if it's a combination of metal and plastic, but everything just feels smooth. Even the aperture ring. I can move the aperture ring, but the blades themselves don't move. When I take it off of this adapter, they move. So, I don't know. I'm not complaining. $20, I'm totally not complaining. And it came with this. So, I was kind of disappointed when I couldn't buy that Nikon. And the more research I did on this FD, this Canon FD lens, this 24mm f2, the more I was like, wow, maybe I hit the jackpot. And when I got home and I got my adapter and I took some test shots, I was really, really happy I hit the jackpot with this particular lens. So once again, this is the Canon FD 24mm f2. It's going on eBay for over $200. So in the description, let me know if you picked up any vintage lenses that you found for dirt cheap and wind up being something that you use and very excited to use on a daily basis. Let me know. Leave me some links if you have any Flickr links or anywhere I can find those images, because this takes pretty good photos. So I'm Jose Betancourt, and as always, thank you for viewing my videos. I will talk to you soon.